Hello guys, good evening. So today I just want to give a directional bias on gold for tomorrow, which will be Thursday. Today is Wednesday. So what I'm going to do is I will explain this, and after explaining it we will come to the charts tomorrow being Thursday, and we'll look for the trade executions and how the price will go. Alright, so this is my view and my take on gold. I will also merge tomorrow's video together with this, so I'll just record this and then end the video. Then Thursday we come to the chart and we'll see delivery. Now I'm going to do the breakdown right now. Alright, so this is gold and we will be going to the higher time frame. So we already know that gold has been bullish, strongly bullish all this while. So what I will be looking forward to is a bullish market. I'm just gonna remove from my drawings, right? So I'm looking for buy setup instead of sell setup. All right, because there is no strong selling pressure that is being triggered on gold, right? So yeah, you can actually see right here on the monthly time frame that this has been consolidating. We've been having indecisions right here and the reversals right here. These are indecisions candle, so it's quite hard to trade. But to this month being August, I am seeing something different, as we can see as the body of the candle is being traded. So what I'm going to do is mark out previous month because we're actually in a range. Now even if I have to do 3 months, 1 2 3, this is 3 months low and this is 3 months high. If I have to do 6 months, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 months high is this, 6 months low is this. So what would you think? Wait, 1 2 3 4 5 6, yeah, this. So why would you think that the market on gold wants to go down to 3 months to 6 months low, even 3 months low? Alright, you can actually see where it wants to be drawn to, which is the highs, 3 months high and 6 months high. Alright, so that is by the way. Let's mark out previous months because that is what we'll be dealing with. Now we can now go down to the weekly time frame. Alright, we can now go down to the weekly time frame, and what I'm gonna do is delete all this and I will leave this one right here, which is the external high and low, and this is the 6 months, right? So now we'll be paying attention to how the market is trading. We already know that the market wants to go for this high. Even when we take a Fibonacci from that high to that low, price is just playing around discount and trading out of the equilibrium, going into premium, right? So that is what we are looking forward to. Now the interesting thing that I have here is what happened previous week, and what happened previous week is how the candle closed. This candle close has a bullish reversal candle. So what comes into my mind is that price is likely not gonna come back to this low. Alright, that is a strong buying pressure right there. So I'm expecting this week to trigger a buy, and we're going forward to go, well, we're going higher to this high resting right here, and not just that high but bunch of liquidity pools. So we have partial liquidity pool right there, which is an area of resistance, right? So we can now go down to the daily time frame. This is how the daily time frame is looking. All right, so the daily time frame, we already see this auto block right here, but I'm not expecting it to come to the auto block anytime soon, which was in confluence with fair value gap we have right here. You also pay attention, last week did a sweep on liquidity, so we are buying the stops resting on this low, and since we have taken that low, the next draw of liquidity will be this bunch of liquidity resting on this high. Alright, so we are now focusing on what this week we do. So looking forward for tomorrow, right? We can see Monday, Tuesday, and this is Wednesday playing around. Monday's low stayed protected. Okay, so now what comes into my mind is the market is trying to reaccumulate price. All right, so Once it is reaccumulating price in order to go for this high where we're having our buy stop. So since it wants to be drawn to the high, then I'm not expecting it to come to this first. It will leave that behind for later, and that will be after it goes for this high. So once it takes the high, it's likely it might come back to that inefficiency and then look for its way out. Alright, so yeah, that's what I want to see. That's what I'm anticipating this week. So we go down to the 4-hour time frame. This is how the 4-hour time frame looks like, and this was playing around the order block that was formed on Monday. Right, that is an area of demand. So my mind tells me this gold is trying to reaccumulate price in order to go to push it higher for this buy stop. 2-hour time frame. This is what we have. This is Monday's low, this is Tuesday's low, and this is Wednesday. So tomorrow is Thursday, and what I'm anticipating for tomorrow is that it should use this fair value gap right here from Wednesday to go higher down to the 1-hour time frame. This is what we have right here. So now what are we seeing? We are seeing high, low, high, low, high. We have it sweep this high. Now most of you might be thinking it wants to sell down to for this low, but you should also have in mind that what it's trying to do is trying to fill up this buy side inefficiency that we have right there, and then it ended up giving us a failed low. It did not go for Tuesday's low. So since Wednesday refused to go for Tuesday's low, then it's still the same. Okay, this is Wednesday. Since Wednesday refused to go for Tuesday's low, then I'm not seeing it going lower anymore. So Monday should maintain the low, and I want to see it go higher. So what am I doing? I'm gonna take a buy position, possibly tomorrow. This will be here. Remember, I'm recording this video on a Wednesday. So my stop loss will be on this candle slow, and what will I be targeting? We'll be targeting this high, this right here, and then next position will be this buy stop we have resting right there. But for now, we just target that. Alright, because there might be a reaction from there. That is an inefficiency. So we will target that. Going down to the 45 minutes. The 45 minutes showed us that it has already traded into a demand zone. Down to the 30 minutes. 30 minutes doesn't show. Doesn't show the order block that 45 minutes be showing us. 15 minutes. Now the 15 minutes showed us that it has traded into the demand zone, which is here. So most likely the price could start buying from here. So price should start buying from there. Stop loss on the low, and we just target this high. Okay, so that is what I have for gold. Yeah, so not gonna see it go below this low. Alright, that low should be protected also for the reason that it's violated this supply zone, because most traders will be trying to sell from there. This selling from here is not valid because there was no bullish structure that was violated. Alright, If there was a bullish structure that was violated, then you would say so, but there is no bullish structure that was violated. So price just trade lower to fill up inefficiency that we have right here. So tomorrow being Thursday, I will share the progress. So remember, the profit will be there. Alright, so the idea is that this should reaccumulate. We are having, I'm seeing a reaccumulation of price for it to do what? Go higher for this high. Alright, so that is what I have. Let me take a screenshot. Let me go to the 15 minutes. Take a screenshot also. Alright, so that's what I have. Now let's go to the calendar. We're going to refresh the time. I'm going to refresh that the time also will refresh. So yeah, we now have it fixed to our local time. Tomorrow is Thursday. We have GBP, and we have USD unemployment claims 130. So we have high impact news tomorrow, which makes sense. So yeah, the rest is GBP. I don't know if we should look at GBP pairs tomorrow, but that depends. All right, so yeah guys, see you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, so today is Thursday and I didn't talk about good in the morning because I was just focused on GBP USD. So yeah, and I was expecting to share good ones today ends, right? So this is good, and this is the updates that I'm doing right now. Now if you look closely, you can see that it hit my stop loss right here. Remember, on the 15 minutes I had my stop loss on this low, and I think just a tiny bit, but on my broker, based on the spread, it actually hit the stop loss right there. Let's just say it hit the stop loss. All right, so that is where I have made a mistake. Now what I would have done is I would have placed my stop loss below this candle, right, to be on the safe side. That is should be where I should place my stop loss. And remember that I say that price should use this fair value gap to buy, and we want it to go into this area, and looking forward also for it to go to the buy stop right here, this major high right here. All right, so yeah, today is Thursday and the trading today is kind of like messy. You can actually see it play around wiki. So if you might have gone through emotional stress right there, but also you can actually put your stop loss to break even. So you can put it on this low imagery you see the break, or the same place you had your entry. All right, now another disadvantage of entering by that time yesterday was that we have the Asian session, right? That was the Asian session, so it is not advisable to be on a trade during the Asian session because you get to be manipulated. So that is another disadvantage of the entry, but this is perfect. All right, this is perfect, getting in on price reacting from that fair value gap, just like I explained. All right, I explained that Monday should maintain the low, and we are gonna see this has a reaccumulation of price to trade higher, right? So we have this low right here accumulating after price sweeps this low right here, taking that liquidity from this low. And yeah, most traders are looking for break and retest right here, so they are looking to sell right here, price deteriorating reaction from there, and then kick them out of the market, right? So we now trade higher, and I mentioned that we are I'm more focused on this week. I don't know if it is on GBP I say that. So yeah, more focused on this week, and we expect Monday to maintain the low of the week, right? So price will still come back to this inefficiency later on, and the auto block later on, but I think it will be after it takes out the high or the major high. So I'm also made mention about the daily range that we are, and we can easily tell that price wants to go for the external range high. If you use a Fibonacci, we are trading from a discount, right? So we played around between the equilibrium and the discount, even the premium, right? But there was no confirmation to sell, and you know we have been on a strong bullish trend. And I also made mention of this candle that is a reversal candle right there, bullish reversal candle. So I think most of us call it the hammer, right? Yeah, so that you can actually see the beautiful delivery right there, going to the take profit that I made mention of. So I love this trade. Alright, it did exactly like I expected it to do, trading into that to our favorite gap, but in this case it closed it completely. And if I was not trying to have a tight stop loss, I would have just put my stop loss below the candle's low. Alright, that is a safe place to put a stop loss. When you're having an entry on a favorite gap, don't place your stop loss on the body, alright, the opening of the candle for, don't place it on the body of the candle, just pull it on the low. When it comes to buy, you put it on the low of the candle, right? Then if it is on for selling, you put it on the high of the candle. Now, why am I making this video? I decided to start making this video because it happens to be I don't post video all the time, because to be honest, I don't know what to post. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know what to post on YouTube. So that was why sometimes it looks like I'm quiet. So I thought of, what if I start doing live trade analysis, right? Show the entry, show the trade executions, and also giving that breakdown analysis on how I see the market. I think that would make sense as I educate you guys, and makes me become more active on YouTube. Even though I have some other stuff that I do, and those that know me personally, they know that I travel all the time, most of the time. So yeah, so now I'm free, I think I should be making this video because I find it kind of like educational, right? So makes you see what I see, and on the other side, I think it's something that will also help build me personally, based on how I see the market and based on my psychological level, right? Just like this gold analysis. All right, so that was the reason why I started making this video. I think it's fun, so that I'll have something to put out for you guys, because most of you guys feel like I'm not too active, right? So that is just the reason I'm making this video, so I will have something to share with you guys. And I think in possible future I should start going live. I know some of you like that, but I'm just putting that into consideration. All right, doing this live, so like YouTube live stream. So yeah, so that is it, guys, and that is the end of trading this week. All right, I don't participate on Friday's trading. All right, I rest on Friday. So you can actually see what we did this week. This week alone, we executed, or we analyzed 3 trades, and the 3 of them went to our prediction, to our directional bias. Nasdaq, very well. That one, there was no stress in that one. We have GBP USD, we went to the direction but did not come to the point I am expecting to execute the trade. Then for gold, I made a mistake with the stop loss placement, so we have placed it on the low of that candle. And if you look closely also, you can actually see it even traded. The one it mitigated was this demand zone right here. All right, drop, base, rally, so it just mitigated that demand zone right there, right? But I was just looking for tight stop loss, so that was why the low was there. But based on from where I saw the favorite gap entry, I would have placed my stop loss on the low of this candle. All right, so 3 of them, 3 trades, 3 analysis, very well. So we have already hit take profit, right? So the next target would be for it to go to the high. Now also, alright, so let me just clear all these charts, all these drawings. Now if you look, I want to explain something. I've already explained that market was overall bullish, right? And I don't know if I explained this because I have so many videos. I did GBP, I did gold today. So yeah, I don't know if I made mention about the degree range. Yeah, I think I made mention about the degree range from monthly, 3 months and 6 months time frame. Now I made mention of going for this month high. Now if you want to be able to predict where the market wants to go to for previous months, previous month candles, when the new week open, you can, this is how you can tell that you are not going to sell after a sweep of previous high. So this was last week. Last week showed a bullish reversal candle, which tells you that this week we're going to go bullish, right? So we also do need to confirm that, right? Now if you look closely, very very close, you can see that, let me look for Friday. This is Friday. You can see that when we swept previous week high on Monday, right, the low from previous week was still there, right? We didn't break that low. So Monday, Tuesday, still also refused to break that low. There was no structural shift to confirm that you're gonna sell after a sweep of previous month, previous week high. So that tells you that this week we are going to continue going higher, and we'll be going for that previous month high. There is no place or area seen for selling, right? So we went to a discount, we accumulate from the discount, started buying, showing us that bullish reversal candle from last week, and then this week is now doing a reaccumulation to continue going higher. Why is it doing this? It is doing this for the main purpose that it needs to run to a liquidity, so which is this buy stop. So there was no reason of it thinking that it wants to come back here before going. It wants to deliver that very very quick and fast. All right, so there would be more reason of the algorithm saying, all right, I want to leave this area behind. I should not bother about this because I don't want traders to be making money from off of it, right? So I will just quickly deliver to go to that liquidity. I need to take the orders that are resting on this high. I don't want to leave it delayed, all right, because of what? I have already taken orders from this low, so I need to deliver and go for that high. So we need to do that quick. So how am I going to do that? After I have accumulated orders from this low, I need, and I impulsively trade higher, I need to start accumulating more orders. So how am I supposed to do that? I will start to consolidate, and after the consolidation, there is a day I need to leave protected for the week, right? So the body of the candlesticks are being printed based on the time, all right, the time and the day. Now on the daily candle, the high and low, open and close, is all based on sessions, Asian, London, New York session, right? For the weekly candle, the high, open, low and close, these are being created by a day, the day of the week. So the algorithm will be like, I want to leave this particular day to be the low of the day so that I can go higher and take that liquidity, right? And then I give you the high of the week, and then I close for the week, right? So open on Monday, and I can decide to make Monday the low of the week, or I make Tuesday the low of the week. And if I have to go bullishly to have a full body candle, once I leave that low, I impulsively run on Wednesday, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I could possibly give you the high of the week on Thursday, or I can decide to give you the high of the week on Friday, and then I sell a little bit to give you the close of the week. And that is how I will give you my weekly candle. So you need to think like a smart money person, like a smart person, understand this stuff, know how the chart works and how it operates, how liquidity is being taken, understand the concept of liquidity, and yeah, understanding price delivery. So I don't know what else to say again, guys. So I need to go rest. I'm so tired and stressed out. I've overstressed myself today or this week because I sleep very very late these days. and preparing to travel also. So yeah, so that is it, guys. I have the Essence Algorithm Prediction course on Udemy. You see it on the description link. On the description, you see the link there. You can also have access to the Telegram Mentorship Lifetime channel. You see it on the description link. And yeah, take care, guys, and be safe.